This is lesson 12.2b, volume of pyramids, cones, and spheres. The first of the figures, or solids rather, that we're going to look at is the pyramid. Please notice that the pyramid has one base, only one base. The sides of a pyramid are triangles, and the triangles meet at one point. That point is known as the apex. Here we have two pyramids. Both are pyramids, but notice that this one has a rectangular base. So a pyramid can have any polygon as its base. This one is rectangular, and this one is triangular. The base of this pyramid is a triangle. The formula for volume of a pyramid is as follows. Please write it down. Volume equals capital B times H divided by 3. And as always, volume is in units cubed. Capital B, as you recall, stands for the area of the base figure. So, depending on the figure that's at the base of the pyramid, whether it's a rectangle or a triangle or any other polygon, you'd have to first find the area of the base using the appropriate formula and plug that in for B. Okay. The next figure that we will work with is the cone. The cone. Notice that the base of a cone is circular. The base of a cone is in the shape of a circle. The formula for the volume of a cone is volume equals pi times r squared times h divided by 3. And of course, again, it's in units cubed. Okay, the third and final type of solid that we will be working with today is the sphere. The sphere is a three-dimensional circular solid in the shape of a globe or a ball. And to find the volume of a sphere, we'll use the following formula. Volume equals 4 times pi times radius squared divided by 3. And again, volume is in units cubed. So in this lesson, just to review, you have 3 different solids: the pyramid, the cone, and the sphere. And you have 3 different formulas that you will be using. Okay, let's practice this skill. Number 1, the first thing you have to do is you have to determine which solid this is. Well, this is definitely a cone, and we can see that because the base of the cone is circular. So this would be a cone. So we have to select the appropriate formula. So let's write it down. Volume equals pi r squared times h divided by 3. Okay? All right, looking at our figure, let's go ahead and identify the radius will be 2, and the height of the cone will be 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and substitute into our formula. Volume equals pi would be 3.14 times radius squared, 2 squared, times the height, which is 6, and all that divided by 3. Okay, let's recall that you must follow order of operations as you work these formulas out. So, volume equals 3.14 times 4 times 6 divided by 3. Let's go ahead and multiply. You may use a calculator for this. Volume equals, you will multiply 3.14 times 4 times 6 and get 75.36 divided by 3. Now let's divide by 3. So the volume of this cone, rounded to the tenths place, would be 25.1 feet cubed. And that would be the answer. Okay. All right, let's go on. Number 2. We'll call this one number 2. Okay. So the first thing we have to do for all of these is definitely identify what type of solid it is. Is this a pyramid? Is this a cone? Or is this a sphere? Well, it is a pyramid. So let's select the appropriate formula. To find the volume of a pyramid, we'll take capital B, that's the area of the base figure, times the height of the pyramid divided by 3. So let's first look at the base figure. The base figure is in the shape of a rectangle. A rectangle, as we know, is a parallelogram, and to find the area of a parallelogram, we multiply base times height or length times width of the actual rectangle. So to find capital B, we will have to multiply 8 times 5, which is 40. So B equals 40. Okay, let's go ahead and substitute. Volume equals 40 times the height of the pyramid, which is 7, divided by 3. Okay, let's go ahead and multiply. 40 times 7. 40 times 7 is 280, divided by 3, which is 93.3 yards cubed. Remember that volume is always expressed in cubed units. Okay. All right, let's move on. Number 3. We'll number this as 3. Okay. Number 3. The first thing we have to do is identify which figure this is. Well, this is a sphere, so let's write down the formula for a sphere. Okay? Volume of a sphere equals 4 times pi times radius squared. I'm sorry, it's not squared. It's actually radius cubed. Sorry about that. Please change your reference. It's radius cubed. All that divided by 3. Okay? So let's go ahead and identify the radius. The radius of this cube is 7 kilometers. Of this sphere is 7 kilometers. So let's go ahead and substitute. Volume equals 4 times 3.14 times 7 cubed, and all that divided by 3. Remember, we have to follow order of operations. So let's multiply 4 times 3.14 times 7 cubed. 7 cubed is 7 times 7 times 7, which is 343, and all that divided by 3. Okay, now let's multiply. 4 times pi times 343 equals 4,308.08, and then we'll divide that by 3. And the answer here is volume of this sphere is 1,436 kilometers cubed. Okay. All right, number 4. Number 4. What I'd like you to do now is pause the video and find the volume of this solid on your own. Please pause the video now. When you're done, you can go ahead and hit play to check your answer. Okay, here you go. The volume of this cone is 209.3 millimeters cubed. Please notice that in this figure, they don't give us the radius of the base. They give us the diameter, so we need to cut that in half to find the radius. So the radius is 5, and the height is 8. Okay. All right, let's go on. We have one more practice problem. Okay, this will be number 5. Number 5. Okay, so we first have to identify what it is. And because the base figure is a polygon, this would be a pyramid. Now let's identify what kind of polygon it is. This is your base figure. And if you look carefully and you count how many sides it has, the base figure is a pentagon. But please notice with me that they already give us the area of the base figure. So we can substitute this for capital B, area of the base figure, in our formula. Okay? All right, pause the video. Go ahead and work this out. Come on back when you're done and check your work. Pause the video now. Okay. The volume of this pentagonal pyramid is 113.7 kilometers cubed. I simply took 31, which is the base area, and I multiplied it times the height of the pyramid and then divided that product by 3. Okay, so this is your lesson on volume of pyramids, cones, and spheres. I hope you have a great rest of the day. God bless you. See you tomorrow.